Kia ora, I'm Athena and I'm an escort. I have been escorting for about 3 years now coming up. How did I start getting into escorting? So I'd been working for a previous company, but unfortunately after COVID, the business never recovered. So I found myself out of work and officially 18. And I actually had a very good friend of mine recommend an amazing place in Lower Hutt called Paris. I sent them an email, and honestly, in about 5 minutes, they got back to me, and I started that very next day. So why did I choose escorting? Well, I think simply the initial interest was that it was the best way to make, I guess, a lot of money at a very young age without any further qualifications, and that could definitely better my situation at the time. Ooh. Now that is a very interesting question. I wouldn't actually recommend this line of work for a lot of people. But if someone does have the interest and they are young and they are in need of a lot of money, it can be a good option. I highly always recommend going to have a chat with our lovely NZPC that we have in this country, which is the New Zealand Prostitutes Collection, who have a lot more better information than I could give. But yeah, I guess it takes a special kind of person to be a sex worker and to stick with it as well. I guess if you're just wanting a little bit of money and you're confident in your sexuality, then yeah, go get a little bit more information and find a safe place to be working that's got a good reputation as well. But if you're wanting to make a career out of it, like I hope that I can do, then yeah, I think it takes I'm sounding very egotistical, but I think it does take a special kind of person to be able to do it for a long period of time as well, and to see the good that it can bring yourself, but to your clients as well. Another very good question. I would actually highly recommend people if you're interested in working in the industry, that you first work at a established premises, such as just your old school brothel or parlor or something. The benefits of that would be that you've got a lot of things. In the terms of setup done for you, where you've got bookings managed for you, you've got a clean, safe working environment, good reputation with the clientele as well as you can learn off other sex workers. If you're all just sitting, I remember my many hours have been spent sitting in a lounge just chatting with other sex workers and about their bookings, about their experience, and they can be some of the best education out there. Some of the favorite parts about my job, I definitely enjoy being the favorite part of somebody's day over and over again, as well as I really enjoy helping clients, whether that be through a nice meaningful conversation, through like even just intimate touch, something as simple as hugging, or a lot more than that as well. Some people just need it. I guess even through helping people discover on the far into that, kink and fetish stuff too, and making people feel like they're not abnormal for liking stuff like that. Um, I like the work environment as well. Yeah, I like my co-workers. It's always nice to just have a lot of I guess older and younger women to talk to and like share life experience too. I find just conversation can sometimes be the best education out there. So prostitution was decriminalised in New Zealand in 2000 and 2003. With the difference being between legalisation and decriminalisation. Decriminalisation adopts the model of fully legal work. They've got the police, we've got the law on our side and everything. Yeah, really, really good model, and we're free to like run our own businesses without any regulation by the government as well. The difference between legalization, where both still fully legal types of work, the legalization model adopts more rules and regulations, such as it is regulated by the government. So most countries that take on the legalization model, you will have to register to your government as a sex worker, which includes a real name, real ID, and that information can be accessible to people such as landlords and future employers, as well as there is mandatory STI testing, which sounds in theory like that's a really good thing, but it can be a little bit of a downfall as well, because sex workers, we get tested anyway. We take very good care of our sexual health because it is also our income. But by by forcing people to get STI tests, it actually gives clients the assumption that all sex workers are clean, and they are more likely to try pull unprotected sex and more risky stuff like that, which can be unsafe both for them and both for the sex worker as well, and we don't like that. But yeah, it was decriminalized in 2003. A lot of people to do with the NZPC was a huge help to that. A lot of people who work there currently. Dame Catherine Harley is definitely a noticeable person, along with Georgina Bayer, who was a former MP of Parliament. But I believe that we've got some of the best laws in the world here. We just need to catch up a little bit about our immigration policy around you have to be a New Zealand citizen to be a sex worker legally in this country, which does leave quite a few women who aren't New Zealand citizens very, very vulnerable. And so if we could update those laws, that would be very awesome. I guess some crazy stories from work. I mean, there are so many to freaking choose from, and that's definitely one thing about this job. You will never have a boring day at work. That's definitely for sure. I think the craziest work story I ever got. It was okay. Once upon a time in the brothel, I was lucky enough to see a lovely couple that came in, and met them in the office. We had a lovely time, and then walked them through to the room, and we get on with the booking. They seem all nice and pretty vanilla, and I'm kissing this lovely lady while her partner is behind her, and from my angle, what I could see is that I thought that he was fingering her until I'm looking up a little bit, and I bring my head up from kissing her to she's sort of on my chest. I'm looking up and I'm like, this isn't a finger, this is a whole fist in there. Which you could say fisting is pretty vanilla, but as someone that had never seen that before, and as someone, as much as I'd like to say I can do that, I don't believe I could. And I generally ask her, I'm like, are you okay? Like, health and safety concern, like, are you gonna be good? The man, finding this all very amusing that he's managed to shock a professional sex worker, then proceeds to not only get one fist in, but while I'm watching as well, managed to get two fists in. So he is about, over elbow deep inside this lovely lady, and proceeds to, this is gonna look really awkward, but proceeds to her vagina. And I am sitting there holding her, just in total shock of, I think this is the only time I've almost actually sort of broken the act a little bit and actually just been generally concerned for somebody's safety in that regard. But no, she was loving it. I mean, also as well, she had recently, I found out later, she had recently had a child, hence why she was able to get so much of that in. But that was probably weirdly one of the best days I've ever had, where I was absolutely horrified, but I was super impressed as well. And just proves anything's possible if you try hard enough, I suppose. A good client for me is somebody, I guess, who, for one, takes personal hygiene very well, which I'm sure everyone expected as an enhancer. Somebody who will maybe have a shower at home, groom themselves very well, but then also have another shower, particularly cleaning down there upon arrival as well. Somebody, I mean, me personally, I always enjoy a lovely conversation, but that's just a preference. If you're shy, that's absolutely okay too. Um, but yeah, someone who's very clear with communication honestly goes a long way, and that's something that makes not only a good client but an amazing client for me. But somebody who will be upfront about what they're looking for, particularly regarding extra services, and be willing to pay and be willing to talk exactly about what they want. Right away at the beginning of the booking. But also that's my job as a sex worker as well, to hopefully make them feel comfortable enough that they're willing to share that straight away too. But yeah, it helps the whole booking go so smoothly. Yeah.
Cool.